6 marks, simultaneous equation. This was asked in a previous GCSE paper. Let's have a go. Let's tackle it. We've got a bit of coordinate geometry in there as well. It says the curve with this equation and the straight line, this intersect at A and B. Find the exact length of AB in the form root A over 2 where A is an integer. So keyword, guys, whenever you see the word intersect, you need to think simultaneous equations. Okay? This is a quadratic form, a non-linear form. You must always use substitution. There are very specific cases where you don't need to use substitution. We won't get into that. But 100% of the time for these questions, guys, substitution will work. Okay, always works. So what we do is we take the linear equation, we rearrange for either x or y, and then we substitute it into the other one. So this is equation 1, this is equation 2. From here you decide which one would be the easier one to substitute. Now if I rearrange for x, I would have to substitute x into 2 places. If I rearrange for y, I only need to sub it into 1 place. So I'm going to rearrange for y. So if I have x minus y is minus quattro. To rearrange y, I just need to make it positive. So I'm going to swap it to the side. A negative y on the left is a positive y on the right. Then I'm going to do a cheeky swapsy. The minus 4 comes over here to become a plus 4. So we have x minus 4 on the right is a plus 4 on the left. Okay, that's our equation 3. We call that the subject equation. Now we're going to replace that in equation 1, the one that we did not rearrange for. So we get x squared minus x plus y squared. So when we square this, we need to use a bracket. Is 10. Okay, so we get x squared minus x plus. You could write this out twice, but basically you square the first term. You multiply these together, 4 eggs. You double it, 8 eggs. 4 squared, 16. Okay, so we have x squared plus egg squared is 2 eggs squared. Minus egg plus 8 egg, 7 egg. Egg minute. So we have, and then we're going to take the 10, we're going to bring over to this side, okay? So that's a positive 10. When you bring over here, it becomes minus 10, right? So we get plus 6 is 0. And now we need to solve this, okay? Now, because it's a calculator paper, you could either just type it straight in your calculator, but most students probably would just use the quadratic formula. So let's just do that real quick. X is negative b plus or minus root b squared minus 4 ac all over 2a. Now in your GCSEs, they do really like you to type in what's inside the root. So let's just be good students here and do that. That's my phone. So we have 7 squared minus 4 times 2 times 6. 1. Oh, very nice. And then we just do minus 7 plus 1 over 4. So we have minus 7 plus 1 over 4, which is minus 3 over 2. This just means that it could have been factorized, but most students would have done it this way, so I'm just going to, especially in a calculator paper. Okay, so we get these two values. Now we just need to find their corresponding y values. So when x is minus 3 over 2, y is, so we just need to sub into here, right? So if x is minus 3 over 2, minus 3 over 2 plus 4 is 5 over 2. So our coordinate, in no particular order, is minus 3 over 2 and 5 over 2. And then when x is minus 2, y is, and if you're in an exam, you just type it in, yeah, minus 2 plus 4, you can never be too sure, innit? 2. So here's our other coordinate. Now the question said, find the length AB. So that's saying find the length between these two coordinates. To find the length between coordinates, yeah, what you're doing is a cheeky Pythagoras. You have one coordinate here, one coordinate here. You have to work out how much across you're going and how much up you're going to form that right angled triangle, and then you do Pythagoras. Okay? Now to work out the change in x, change in y, you just subtract them. Change meaning difference. How is this value changed? You take them away. Okay? So we're going to subtract these. And so we get minus 3 over 2 minus minus 2. This is why I write it like this, so that we don't miss out on them double negatives. So minus 3 over 2 plus 2. is a half. And then 5 over 2 minus 2, that will also give us a half, but you can never be too sure these days. Okay? So our distance then, let's do it here. Our distance is going to be the square root of 1/2 squared plus 1/2 squared. Okay? So we have root of 1/2 squared plus 1/2 squared, which gives us root 2 over 2. And that is in the form that they wanted. And that, guys, is a clean question. Now respect it. So guys, if you learned something new today, hit the like button. We're deep in exam season, so send this to a friend if you feel like they'll benefit from it. Don't forget to subscribe for more maths content. And if you're interested in my GCSE maths or A-level courses, link is in the description. And feel free to join the Learn Gang Reddit page to submit your questions for the community to answer and maybe myself. Nice.